Hello, I'm Andrea Bailey-Ortiz. I'm a graduate student at the University of Texas at Austin in the School of Architecture. I'm in my second year of the 3-year program. I wanted to study architecture. First, art kind of led me here, which is an interesting path. I've always been very art inclined and have loved to be creative and create things, but also very curious about how things work, but also kind of out of necessity. I saw a need in the community. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and we are constantly attacked by the elements, hurricanes, earthquakes, etc. And there is a need for more resilient housing and architecture and construction and better building materials. So that's some of the things that led me to want to study architecture. Nobody in my family has been in the architecture field. However, after I showed an interest in architecture, my great-aunt, my grandma passed away, but my great-aunt basically is my grandma now. She told me a story of my great-grandpa who basically he worked at one of the plantations in Puerto Rico, but his passion was carpentry, and he rebuilt our great-grandma's house 3 different times. And once I got into the School of Architecture, my great-aunt was still saving his hard hat. It's a metal hard hat, which I keep. She gifted it to me as a kind of like passing on that legacy of building and knowledge in carpentry and stuff like that, which I thought it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. During my study last semester, Donnell Briscoe, one of my professors, her prompt was to try to bridge the urban fabric and architecture with a more natural approach and trying to blend these 2 worlds who often seem very separate. My project focused on native bees just because they're more efficient pollinators, and while a lot of people think of the honeybee, there's hundreds of other types of bees. It focuses on trying to bring a layer of sustainability using clay rather than using maybe wood or other materials, to just thinking of what's available here in Texas. And we do have a lot of clay. We called it the bees block, and it's different diameter nesting holes for different types of bees, and it could work as a sound barrier. It's very aesthetic, but it's also a habitat for bees. I did my undergrad here at the University of Texas at Austin, and I had heard really great things about it. I had also seen the living wall outside, and I was so curious about some of the things that had been going on here, but I didn't know much about. I also just wanted to know more of Austin. I'm not from Austin, but just learning more about the things that are happening here was something that really interested me. I want to thank the Women in Architecture Committee and the Center for Design. I also wanted to take a moment to thank my professors who have supported me along the way, and of course my family who have been my biggest supporters throughout my career.